arises at Turta Empel. Turta Empel is where the gods pierced the earth to allow the holy water to flow.
Oh.
So this river down the bottom here is a sacred river. And all the water that we use here to water our crops is sacred water, holy water. This is the area where the government's going to give me 56 hectares if I look after it to promote to look after wild animals as a reserve.
56 hectares of this as reserve with fresh water running through, and oh my gosh.
And then that's what those birds are for.
To populate.
Yeah, they can never be released because they were born in captivity.
Okay.
But what I can do is set it up so that it takes 3 generations to get a bird back into the wild. The first generation stays there. The second generation, their children, once they're adult and flying and used to feeding from a bird table, are released in this area, and they come every day to eat at the table because they can't find their own food. But they will slowly learn to, and their children can go back into the complete wild.
Got you.
You've got to be careful how you introduce
Wow.
it.
Wow. These are things that we never even think about when you think about conservation and how to go about it.
You can't just go and chuck an animal somewhere.
Right. Because animals are hungry. They'll eat other animals.
There's other things to do with what are they going to make? If you put an animal back into an area, what are you going to make extinct because it's living there because it isn't? And are you introducing disease there, which is going to affect the animals in there? These are all things to think about. This big aviary here will have smaller cages in it, and this will be the temporary home for these birds, for the babies. So they get used to it. They're semi-wild. Then we just open the door and make sure that they have food.
Okay.
Here, where they can recognize them, a recognizable bird table. And we also grow vanilla.
And you also grow what?
Grow vanilla in it.
Yes! Which is why we're here, folks. The vanilla. Now look, y'all don't realize how important vanilla is in this world. I've been diving deep into the vanilla.
This is the Amazonian butternut tree. And these are butternuts that will turn bright red and taste just like peanut butter.
Whoa.
And the restaurants are already interested in this, and I'm looking to use this as one of the trees for the vanilla to grow up, so we have another crop.
I like that.
The other thing we do is we have mulberries. Mulberries work well for vanilla. There's a huge market for berries in Singapore that wants them all the time, but it's a very hard fruit to collect for the export trade. It's not a skill that I have.
They're very
yet.
delicate.
But what I do have a skill to do is to turn it into syrup, into jam, with vanilla.
Winner.
Da 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 da. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. You see, folks,
Then
that's how you have to be. You have to be creative.
there is also what you will taste in a moment. There is a tree in Bali, which there is one just there with a bamboo up it, which we're about to tap. And it is the sugar palm, Arenga pinnata, which grows wild here. And this one produces a lot of sap, which the Balinese have learnt to collect. And as soon as they've collected it, they put loa in it, which is a yeast, and it immediately turns into tuak, which they can then turn into arak. And they drink it all. That's how they make arak.
Turak? I had a conversation about Turak, Arak, and what's the red wine, the rice wine?
Brem.
Brem, yes. I had a talk about that last night. We were talking about going to Lombok and getting some. He got bottles from the.
Everyone makes it. Everybody claims theirs is the best.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Oh man.
The best, in my opinion, is in Kalimantan, where we were offered black arak or black tuak, or tuak hitam. And when we went to try this, my Australian friend and I, we both tried it and we looked at each other and we said, port! It was just like the best port. And quite a large production facility, we drank their entire reserve in short time. to the point we then got into an argument.
Like a proper Englishman, yes.
We then got into an argument as to whether it's possible to catch a pig with your bare hands, and we had to go into the woods to prove whether we looked.
Who was right or wrong?
And I nearly dislocated my fucking arm because I'm telling you, a pig can run very fast.
All right. Be careful if you're chasing pigs.
This is vanilla. This is my laboratory here.
Oh, wow. Here we go, folks.
Every one of these has been hand pollinated, and then we have to wait 9 months. This straw-like thing is what's left of the flower, and as long as that flower is there, it's getting bigger.
Ah.
And it's
So
good.
if that is off, if this area is like popped off, it just
Yeah,
lets it out
it
air
does.
or...
I don't quite know. That is what people say, and I'm reserving my opinion to see.
Understood.
Because there's many things on this one here. There are some. The thickness of the branch directly affects the quality of the beans. That's why there's only a couple of beans and they're not very big.
Right.
And this one has been over pollinated. It's got too many beans which are too small and they're scrawny and not very good. And look, this is not happy. But then we have, and again, the same thing as here. It's very easy to pollinate too many flowers. Then others,
It's like an orgy.
yeah, we've got 5 kilos of beans on this one tree.
Wow, 5 kilos.
And look at them. Some of them we got big. But you see, that one shouldn't have been pollinated. We should have stuck with 5 rather than 6 on there. There will be 20 flowers on one thing, but you only want to pollinate according to how thick the branch is. This